The SIM card in your mobile phone may be leaving it wide open to hackers and surveillance teams trying to access your data. Up to 750 million phones are reportedly at risk. This from an inbuilt bug which allows any third party to steal the SIM's encryption key. The explanation needed here with RT's Anastasia Churkina.
Turns out that as many as 750 million cell phones around the world could be carrying flawed SIM cards that could potentially leave their owners vulnerable to financial fraud and surveillance. Now, SIM cards hold key user data and have up until now been generally known to be one of the most secure parts of a mobile phone. However, the recently discovered bugs could allow hackers to access personal information and carry out illegal transactions. And this was researched and announced by 31-year-old ethical hacker and renowned German codebreaker Carsten Knoll. After repeated attempts to hack into SIM cards over the last 3 years, he now says a shocking number of them can be hacked within minutes. Knoll has discovered a way to essentially get complete control of an individual's phone by finding out the unique encryption key of each SIM card with just one hidden text message, allowing whoever breaks into the system to do whatever the user of the phone is able to do. And what this means is if there's credit card information or PayPal data on that given cell phone being broken into, that information becomes accessible and could easily be used, often without the cell phone user realizing that this is being done before it's potentially too late. RT's video agency Ruptly spoke exclusively with Carsten Knoll, who described in more detail the threats that this could all lead to.
The main short-term threat when criminals finally acquire this attack method is fraud. They will abuse the cards to send premium SMS, for instance. They could also steal banking tokens from them in countries where that is used. Looking at the midterm, there's also surveillance questions because the SIM cards do encrypt all the voice communications originating from a phone as well as data communication. So all of this could be intercepted and then decoded by a well-equipped surveillance team.
Now, Knoll is known for his activity in exploiting vulnerabilities of secure systems and then providing companies with his findings so they can fix these issues before criminal hackers lay their hands on these technical flaws. And he estimates that roughly a quarter of the total 3 billion SIM cards using the data encryption standard throughout the world could be impacted by this research that he's now conducted. It's important to note that there has been no pattern identifying exactly which SIM cards manufacturers are more vulnerable than others, but the security expert says it will take hackers about 6 months to figure out how to do what he has done, and him releasing this information now gives manufacturers enough time to catch up in fixing this problem. The UN International Telecommunications Union has dubbed these latest revelations, quote, highly significant, and is now in the process of notifying agencies in almost 200 countries.